This is stream number 3. GeKiANi. Guess what time of year it is?
Spooky time.
Maybe it's spooky time.
I thought it was, yeah, it's Halloween. That's what he meant.
I was gonna say like the equinox.
The equinox. We're supposed to have an amazing blue moon right now that we could all go gander at.
Are we supposed to like harvest things then?
Yeah, we need to get a lamb and slit its throat and spread some blood around, you know, those kind of things.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
We gotta do what we need. We gotta do our part, you know what I'm saying?
Do you remember at the pub, Chase? I remember you were there. I'm not sure you were there for that night. But Jake was there. It was like his first night.
Uh-huh.
Or like one of his first nights.
Uh-huh.
And there was a blood moon. And we tried to get him to... I tried to convince him to get onto a table and lay down. And I had like... a glyph or whatever, like the whatever from like the demonomicon, the symbol for a demon, and I was like, just don't worry about it. Just lay here.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
But he didn't want to do it.
You could have convinced him.
No, he wasn't into it.
He wasn't having it, huh?
He wasn't having it. I tried.
Was that
anyway,
your first attempt?
So didn't introduce ourselves. This is the bass crew here, I guess. This is just me, Jonathan. We got Chase, Son the Coyote. We got Preston, Lord Sheep.
Hello.
And yeah, we're just gonna do some bullshitting for an hour.
Some bullshit, some funsies.
Talking about some pagan rituals.
Pagan rituals. Spread the blood of the goat of the young lamb that was born on the first moon.
The goat of the young lamb.
the goat of the young lamb. Hey man, who's to say you're wrong?
Who is it?
This world, you want to know the real horror?
Yes.
We're living in a simulation. None of it even matters.
I know, right? And someone's so close to tripping over that cord one day, and none of us will know.
Yeah. Yep. That's all it takes. Or a power outage. Fuse.
Yeah. We don't want the sun that they're around to make this supercomputer to go break down, so hopefully...
Yeah, right. What about their sun? Exactly.
Yeah, I mean...
What if we're in if that's a...
We're here
wouldn't that be cool,
though?
Wouldn't that be pretty awesome? Like, if they're all dead, and they just have their supercomputer running this simulation, and we're like... what's left of their humanity.
That would be kind of interesting.
So if it ends, do we wake up to
no, we don't wake up. We're fucking in a simulation.
No, we're just data.
The Matrix.
It's just... Oh,
yeah,
okay.
we're just data. We'd vanish with the program.
So the program became alive.
Yeah, we were going to hack our way out.
That's what Hacker Man's for.
And that's through suicide. I'm just kidding. I'm not endorsing suicide in any way, shape, or form.
Don't do that.
No, definitely not. That's really selfish to do that.
So what do royalty and gourds have in common?
Did you say royalty and what?
And gourds.
Gourds?
Like gourds, like the plant in the ground, you know?
Yeah, like gourds, like you in like you make a gourd to drink, like it's hollowing out and you use it.
Yeah. What do royalty and gourds have in common?
I don't know. Are they both like hollow or something, or like what?
They both pumpkin.
That's
no.
All right. Yeah.
Come on, I thought that was hilarious.
To keep the royal bloodline going, you gotta fuck your...
They both
I get it. But just because a gourd is related to pumpkins, it's not a pumpkin, is it? Is a pumpkin a gourd?
Two pumpkins, right?
I think a pumpkin is like a family of the gourd, right?
Maybe you're right.
Nonetheless,
maybe you are right.
But thank you, Preston.
some other drums.
We had to close that out there.
Don't worry, Chase is here all night.
Come on, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I'm not going anywhere, folks.
You kind of threw me off with that zinger.
Yeah.
So
I got another one for you. Ready for this?
yeah.
You might be able to figure this one out. I'll give you some time to let it simmer. What is Dracula's porn star name?
Is it Dragula?
No, I'll give you one more try.
Is it? I just tell.
Vlad the Impaler.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. That's good. That's really obvious. So I feel like an idiot.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was like, oh, these jokes are good.
Did you know about? Do you know about Super Hornio Brothers?
No.
So when Super Mario Brothers was getting really popular back in the day, in like the late '80s, and you know how porn is just like, well, let's parody this, and they just do whatever. So
right.
So
there's a parody of Super Mario.
Yeah. So there's two of them. They're called Super Hornio Brothers.
Yeah.
And I think Nintendo wasn't able to beat them like in court because it's a parody. So they're allowed to make a parody of it. So what Nintendo did is they bought the rights to it. So Nintendo legit owns two pornos. They own the rights to two pornos.
Just so they're like not branded at all.
Yeah. Yep.
Damn. I wonder how much money they paid for those.
I don't know, but
I wonder if that was like a genius hack scam by some porn industry
to make some quick money.
I doubt they thought that far ahead, but
yeah, you're probably right.
I bet they're happy with the results.
I'm giving them way too much credit.
They're just like, yeah, Mario.
Fucking Mario.
Yeah, my fucking nephew likes Mario.
So we could make more, and Nintendo could buy them from us, right?
Oh, for shit. I think they have the means to stop that before it gets to the point.
Well,
how old is this video?
If it's, it was like late 80s.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, maybe it's possible.
But parody, parody.
Yeah, we could just keep parodying it.
Yeah, that's legal. Because that's not defamation. That's not.
Are we gonna have like a casting crew? Are we gonna do interviews ourselves? Like you could be Peach, but you can't be Peach.
I want to be Bowsette.
You can be Daisy. All right.
Have a Bowsette.
No Bowsette. That's not canon. Fuck that, dude. I don't even want to go down this rabbit hole, but and after this, let's get off the topic. But here's the thing about Bowsette. The whole premise with Bowsette is that it's Bowser who puts on a special power-up hat and turns into a sexy woman.
It's still Bowser.
It's still, yeah. You want to fuck King Koopa just because he's a sexy lady?
Sorry. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No, I said I was agreeing with you. I get your point. But some people
definitely would. I don't know. In my head, I know there's a big spiky dragon turtle man.
A Kappa?
Yeah.
Basically.
Inspired by Kappa, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Is that what like baby Koopas are? Baby Koopas are just Koopas. They're just Kappas.
They're Koopies.
They're Koopies. Is there Koopies?
I don't know. Koopy poopy?
Is there copious amounts of them?
Oh yeah, dude. You ever see turtles? How many eggs they lay? Aren't they called like a hatch or something? What do they call them?
Yeah, totally.
It's like 100 of them at a time.
I can't remember off the top of my head.
So what's the most horrific thing that happened to you over this last seasonal change?
Oof.
Get some allergies. Get some.
I broke my back. Yeah, I broke my back in half.
That's pretty horrific.
It was tragic, you know, when someone tells you that you're overly obese and you're like, what?
So what did you do about it then?
I lost 25 pounds and now I'm only obese.
That's good. That's progress, though, man. That's big progress.
Dude, hell yeah. So I'm proud of myself.
That wasn't. How long did that take you, though?
A month and a half of just
Nice.
like eating right and not being junky as fuck. Like eating
Right.
cheeseburgers for every meal. Okay, I don't eat cheeseburgers for every meal, but there's a lot of greasy ass food, I tell you what.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, man, and keep it up. That's great.
Hell yeah. Oh, I'm not stopping now. It's a habit.
Yeah, that's right. That's why they have that place called Habit Burger.
That place is
to do
good.
the opposite. Yeah.
This is good. I'm allowed to have a burger every once in a while.
Well, you know, what's the point in being healthy if you can't treat yourself?
Yeah, totally. Like the other day,
Moderation.
like I felt like I was gonna get like hella fat because we got pretty drunk and we ate a whole fucking pizza to ourselves. And I'm like, oh, there goes all my progress. It's been about 3 days and nothing's changed, so I'm all right. I'm still obese.
But you getting there.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm getting there. See, I have a positive outlook. I'm not bummed out by this. I'm very motivated to keep doing this.
Yeah, that's the way to be, dude. Motivation is key, and consistency is key. And
Hell
I
yeah.
totally believe in you. I totally believe in you, man.
Hell yeah! I like hearing those words. Those are good words.
They're real. They're real words. What about you, Preston?
What about you, man?
The most horrific thing?
Yeah, in the
Last
last
season?
season, during the seasonal change.
Last season on GeKiANi.
That's the name of your story.
Joogaboogaboo. I heard
Really?
That's your Netflix show.
Yeah.
Jaboo.
GeKiANi. People, I try spelling it in the search engine. Yeah.
it failed right away.
Yeah. Like, cats walking across keyboards love it. Mainly, I would just say mainly just smashing and cutting up myself at work. That's pretty much the extent of it.
Yeah, you do that. You got a lot of heavy shit around.
Yeah. They're just things to be careful and
Yep. All right. Well, it's not very horrific. Did you lose any fingers? Any appendages?
Oh, still got all 10.
Yeah, my accident wasn't horrific, I guess.
Like,
But one time I had an uncle that took his hand and stuck it into a meat grinder, and his brother cranked it twice, and he lost the tip of his finger.
oh,
Yeah.
what a dickhead of a brother.
I know, what an asshole, right?
Let me crank this shit.
But why would you put your fucking hand down the grinder in the first
both-
place?
Why would you crank it with someone's
Yeah.
hand in it?
Well, you're a fucking dickhead brother, that's why.
We're definitely both at fault.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, for sure. Like, who the fuck would do that?
Pretty amazing.
There's one
Pretty amazing.
What about you, John?
Well, I've just had some sluggishness and like fatigue, like chronic fatigue, and like loose stools and the shits and
Does it chafe down there, like when you're that aggressive, when it's that loose?
Does it what?
Does it chafe down there when it's that aggressive and
Chafe?
loose?
No, it doesn't chafe. I wipe it up afterwards, so it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I still took all my fiber, but even taking the fiber, there's still like just. I could tell my body stopped absorbing the nutrients, and so anyway, I looked into it. I'm pretty sure I have like permanent liver damage.
Oh shit.
So what are you guys drinking tonight?
Good old fashioned water and some vodka.
Oh.
American vodka. Don't need no commie vodka.
Yep. Yeah, I'm drinking vodka.
Vodka good.
I got a back of some IPA,
Oh,
and
nice.
I'm mixing the vodka into Mexican cola
Oh,
with a honey twist.
That was what you were drinking the other night.
It is. I have a case of it, so I'll be drinking it for a little bit. Not that I condone drinking a lot of cola. That will add up. That's going to wear down on your life. You're going to get diabetes if you drink too much cola.
oh man, I'm
Children.
fuck.
Diabetes.
I got diabetes for sure. I drink gallons of that stuff at a time. Oh, no wonder I'm obese.
Yeah, just stop drinking the soda, man. You'd be all right. Or switch to club soda.
Club soda.
Get some of that flavored
Actually,
seltzer.
I'm really good about not drinking soda. It was
Yeah.
my favorite thing ever.
I usually... Oh, yeah?
My teeth are screaming for joy.
Yeah, well, it's good that they're joyful. It sucks that
they're
they're
like,
screaming at all.
Like,
But
yeah, why are you always drinking that Coke? It doesn't like me.
nope, don't like you.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I usually only drink soda if it's like a special occasion, or like if I'm eating pizza for some reason, because I'm like I used to go to like the pizza parlor, you know, and I'd always have a cola, have a Coke,
yeah. Get a slice.
get a slice and a Coke for $2.
$2.
Back in the good old days,
Yep.
that'd be $7.50, please.
Nowadays, yeah, $7.50 for sure, especially in Vegas, more like $10.50.
Oh,
easily.
yeah.
Goddamn inflation.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
So
that's
have
what-
you guys ever had really close calls to where you could have been seriously injured?
Yes. I've had near-death things. I can think
Yeah.
of two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it?
Well, I'll tell you one first,
Okay.
and then one of you guys go, and then I'll get back to the other one.
Okay.
When I was like 5, maybe 4, I was in the backyard, and we had this like clubhouse in the backyard, and it was a pretty nice backyard. Like I don't know how big it was, like I don't know, quarter acre or something. I don't know how big, how to measure, but it was pretty big. There was room for like a swing set and shit, and there were like raspberry bushes, and like the squirrels would come down and eat all the raspberries and stuff. And we had a clubhouse back there too.
Yeah.
And in the clubhouse, there was this trunk, and it had like a little latch that would like close it up, and then you could like put the lock, the padlock through it. So when I was like again 4 or 5, I realized if you're really, really careful, you can pick up the lid and set it down without the latch falling down. And then you can just pick it up again, and the latch won't come down and lock you in.
Right.
So we were playing hide and seek, and I did that. I was playing hide and seek with like my brother and his friends, who were older than me.
Right.
And then so I went in there, and I was like, sweet, this is great. No one's ever gonna find me. And then when I was like, okay, I think the game might be over. So I tried to open it, and I realized like, oh, I can't get out. Like the latch fell down, and I was stuck in there. And it was like this little, like maybe 2 foot by 2 foot square thing.
Yeah.
I think maybe even smaller.
Yeah.
There's just like one little container, but I could fit in there, one little quadrant of it. I could fit in there as like a 4-year-old. And I was stuck in there, and I started like realizing like, oh no, I can't breathe. I'm gonna die in here, and I started screaming for my life.
Damn. Yeah, that sounds terrifying. Do you have claustrophobia now?
I don't know. I haven't really been in a space to experience that. But it's I don't know. Anyway, my grandpa came and opened it up and saved my life. I guess my brother did. He's the one that heard me and was like, "Do you hear that?" I don't know, but I just remember my grandpa opening it up and pulling me out,
saving you.
Yep.
That sounds terrifying. It made me like claustrophobic just from hearing it.
Yeah, it was gnarly, man.
I remember like going through like the sewers and stuff and laying on your skateboard, and then that's all the room you had to get through. That was dumb.
Oh, yeah. Did you say going through the sewers?
Yeah. Like
what are you, fucking Michelangelo from Ninja Turtles?
No.
I think it's talking about the storm drains.
Yeah, totally storm drains.
Oh, okay. Dude, you shouldn't be in there anyway.
No, I know. We're stupid. But it was sure claustrophobic in there. That totally like freaked me out.
So are your hide and seek days over with, John?
No, I can tell you when they were though, because a few years later, maybe like 4 or 5 years later. I'm probably not 5, but like 3 to 4 years later, I'm in town here, and I'm hanging out with my new friends, and we're playing hide and seek. And I went into, it was just like a white trash house, and in the backyard there's like an old drying machine. That was a washing machine. Yeah, so I got in there. And it wasn't even that bad. It wasn't nearly as bad as the first time I'd been trapped in something, because I think I could have gotten out if I tried hard enough.
Right.
But they found me, and then word got to my mom, and she's like, "You're not playing hide and seek anymore."
It's my favorite.
It is a really fun game to play when you're a kid, and you just have your imagination to go by.
Right. I was a good hide and seeker. No, I was a good hider. I wasn't the greatest seeker.
You can hide in places where you'll never be found.
I remember, like when you're talking about you're 4 years old and you're small enough to get to places or sit on shit that can support your weight because you're tiny. Like I remember climbing in my pantry at our old house and sitting on the top shelf and hiding from people. No one would expect to look in there. It's great.
Yeah, that's a real thing that I can guarantee you that kids have died from that. So
totally. Yeah. If I would have just slipped or the shelf just gave out, broke my neck. Oh, there goes Chase. Bye. Yep. He was a good boy. The best hider seeker there was.
Yeah. Statistically speaking, there must be some kid that's still never been found, right? Like,
yep.
He's just bones.
Dude, just bones. But he went out as a champion.
He won.
He went out on top.
Yeah.
But did he really?
Or more like, well, I guess he didn't get buried. So yeah, maybe he is on top. I was gonna say he's 6 feet under, but that implies someone found him and buried him.
Right.
Then he lost the game. Maybe he got found. So it happened. I
lost the game.
I lost the game, and it's been a hot minute.
Yeah, that's a dumb game, but hey.
Well, I think like the other day when I said it to everybody, and everybody was like, "Dang, it's been a long time." Like almost a year, almost like. Okay, maybe not that long. Maybe like 6 months.
Well, we have a small community that keeps that stupid game alive. But the whole point is to get the whole world involved, so I will never give up.
Right, never give up.
Anyone that's listening that doesn't know what the game is, look up the game. Look up the rules to the game, and you'll find them.
Please play the game and get everybody else to play the game.
It's the only point. And eventually we'll all lose the game together.
And the world will be happy.
I get the feeling we're all going to lose some game together pretty soon anyway, but it doesn't matter.
Right.
Preston, did I hear a story from you yet?
About?
Like near-death experiences?
I wasn't old enough to remember mine. I was like not even a year old. I was playing on the ground in the kitchen, and my mom left me be for a minute to do something. I don't know. But my dad had a little corgi, his favorite corgi ever. Named him Ranger, would ride quads with him. Super cool dog. Corgis don't like babies or kids. So, me crawling around on the ground, I crawl up to him. He rips my head open.
What do you mean rips your head open? How bad?
I had to have stitches and plastic surgery as you know. I don't know the whole extent. My mom has a picture of afterwards, me with like a bunch of stitches on my head. She couldn't even clean up all the blood in the kitchen. My uncle had to come and clean it for her.
Damn.
And
buckets.
Yeah, it was a lot of blood.
3 inches of blood.
So I have an indent in my head, but at least it's moved up so high that my hair covers it. But so they kept the dog, and 2 years later, or a year later, they kept him in the back of the house, and they wouldn't let him go to me. One day, I guess they left the door open. First thing he did was run up and bite my cheek open, so I had to get stitches across my cheek afterwards.
Damn.
Yeah. That dog didn't like me. I don't know why. I don't remember any of this.
Well, it's probably just because you were the new one getting the attention, right?
Probably. That's, I think, a lot of things I hear is like when you have a kid, or like if you have an animal and then you have a kid, that the animal feels you're replacing them.
Right.
But yeah, I don't remember any of this. This is just what I've been told. I have the scars to show, but no recollection. That was 2 years.
It's good that you don't remember. Do you think that like subconsciously or in some way it affected the way that you developed?
I'm not sure. I still love animals. I'm all for animals. I love kitties. I love doggies. I've never met any other dog that's ever attacked me.
Yeah.
So I'm not scared of dogs. But besides that, like anything I can remember that was kind of scary was at work. A vehicle, it was a Ford truck. I was lifting up and down, putting a motor in. So I'd lift it up, unbolt some things from the bottom, set it down. I did that a couple times. And one of the times when it was coming down, one of the lift legs slipped. That scared the crap out of me.
Yeah.
But it wasn't from too high, and the lift caught onto a different part of the truck. So I managed to set it down and reset it. So yeah, that was terrifying.
Yeah, that would be terrifying.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I think like dealing with machines and like heavy machinery, that type of death is so like it's mortifying because it just tears you to pieces or smashes you into bits, and it's so quick and you're just helpless to deal with it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We saw one where they dropped a Bentley and scrawny ass dude jumps up to try to pull it down, like to balance it or something, and the thing came crushing down on top of him. Terrifying.
Yeah, I've been to safety meetings. Like, there's a safety guy, and he always tells the stories about like somebody just didn't put their lockout tag on the machine. And someone else came in and got to work, and next thing you know, you hear a scream, and the machinery kind of stutters, and so you stop it and go out, and there's just a big pool of blood, and yeah, gnarly, man. Yeah,
gnarly,
totally gnarly.
What about you, Chase?
Me?
Yeah, you.
So I don't know. Like, I guess it was pretty scary. I don't even remember how old I was. Probably like 6 or 7. Had a neighbor kid named what was his name? Some real piece of shit. I don't remember his name.
Who's that little piece of shit?
Yeah, I like how he muttered it.
His name was Jonathan, actually.
Fuck off.
No, I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the god awful truth.
Right.
But
He probably spelt it with an H.
You probably
No,
did, so fuck him.
he spelled it hella gay. You're way cooler.
Okay, cool. Alright.
Anyways, so like he was an neighbor kid everyone played with, but nobody like really liked him. But he had all like a bunch of cool ass toys, so it was always kind of fun to hang out with him. So out of nowhere, his parents are like moving shit out of his house, and they have like a little like maybe like a 6 foot tall grandfather clock. It's not like a giant, like a tall like 8 foot one, you know, like in a house.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're hanging outside of his house, talking to or hanging out with him while his parents are moving stuff in and out. And I was just standing in front of the grandfather clock, and I turn around to walk away. He pushed it on top of me, and this big, huge clock came crashing down on top of me and cut the back
Why
of my
would he
head.
do that? Holy shit.
Yeah, why did he do that? I have
An
no
asshole.
idea. The fucking murderer
It's like maybe
intentionally pushed it over to harm me.
that's the thing is like
And I'm like the nicest person. Like, you know me. If I was a kid, I would not be like that to anybody.
well
Like, I don't give people reasons to not like me.
right. And I mean I think there's I don't know. Maybe I'm a fucking no, I don't think I'm a psychopath because I do resist the temptation, but there are times where I'm like I could just do something so simple and just murder this person, and it would just that's all it would take.
I think that's
But
human, though. I wouldn't
Yeah.
doubt that we all have those kind of thoughts sometimes. I mean, fuck. We don't act on them. That's what makes
and
us
that's the difference. Yeah.
smart.
So I wonder if that kid like grew up to be a murderer. Like
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be interesting if I could figure out his last name. And there's another story associated with a kid. He had a babysitter that babysit him, and they thought it'd be a good idea to take their little Pomeranian, put him into a basket, and lower him out of the window of their second-story house. And they dropped the Pomeranian, and the Pomeranian broke like both of its legs. Yeah, they went.
Whoa.
Yeah, and she was the babysitter, and she let this happen.
Jeez.
Hell yeah, that's how they babysit. You try out.
Yeah.
You do what kids tell you to do.
Right. Well, I mean, it depends on how convincing those kids are. Maybe they're like, oh,
Maybe-
the dog always likes to come out here with us.
Oh, right, yeah. I think maybe it's blackmail. Little shithead.
Yeah, maybe. Could be.
I'm
You
telling
didn't give me
parents
ice
on
cream. This is happening now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, excuse me, boys. Why did the Headless Horseman start his own business?
Why did the Headless Horseman start his own business?
Yeah,
Get ahead.
to get ahead in
To
life.
get ahead. To get ahead, right? Yeah. You
Put
did
him-
it.
He figured that one out.
You did it.
Yay!
You got a couple more zingers?
I don't know. Let's see here. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not.
Okay. Well, hey, you know what though?
What's
What?
up?
It's story time.
Oh yeah, it's story time. All right. Who's going first?
I elect you to go first.
All right, I'm gonna
Chase.
go first, but I have to tell you, my ending is not the greatest.
It's okay. I heard that Preston maybe can figure that out.
I
Maybe.
can't figure nothing out.
Can you figure out how to put your dick above the toilet and have a pee without splashing?
Without splashing.
Without.
That, yeah. Can you?
Wish splash. I was taking a bath.
All right, are we ready for my scary story that I wrote without any help from anybody ever? All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Buckle yourselves up.
Do you have a name for your story? I didn't know mine. I'm just curious.
Some people, I don't know. I thought it was good at the time. Anyways, the story is called "The Girlfriend That Couldn't Let Go." So here we go. Greg has been dating Morgan for about 2 weeks now, unknowing the hidden secrets within Morgan. You are Greg, and you have been dating Morgan for 2 weeks. Little do you know, she's a serial killer. Greg looks around the room, and all of his belongings are gone. Everything is covered in blood and gore. Greg starts to panic and runs to the bathroom. Greg drops to his knees and starts puking all over the bathroom floor. When he finally stops throwing up, a new worry comes to mind. Now what am I going to do? Well, that changes everything, he thinks. If she's a person that can kill and is willing to do it, it makes my situation pretty grim. Greg looks around the bathroom to find any way to defend himself. There's nothing around in the bathroom to grab. So he tries to be ready by sprinting at the killer. Greg runs towards the killer as she turns around and grabs him. Greg tries to punch her as hard as he can. Greg actually manages to hit her in the face. And you hear a satisfying crunch when he does.
Oh, nice.
But she has a death grip on Greg's arm and is not letting go. Greg tries to pull away from her, but she won't let go, and Greg feels like he's going to pass out. She knocks out Greg with her weapon and takes her to her home. When Greg wakes up in a small bedroom, to his left a desk with a computer, and to his right a bed. Greg sees a picture of Morgan, and he soon sees blood running down the screen. In horror, he leaps back out of the chair. It seems that the image was from a news headline reads, "Another girl found dead with bloody mask, stab wound, and red eye. This might be the work of a serial killer." Greg knew it right away. Now what is he going to do about it? Trapped in a room, nowhere to go. Greg moves to bed only to find a bloody knife, as if it was there on purpose, perhaps an exit. A few days pass, and Greg found an exit, but it's not the one he wanted. The end. That's my story. I told you the ending wasn't the greatest.
Feels so open.
It feels very open. It feels, totally like open source. So Preston, what do you think? Can you spitball on that? Do you got some ideas? How's this finish? How's this going to end?
How's it going to end? I don't know. Like,
well, you got like 2 minutes to figure it out, and that's actually an exaggeration because it's like 20 seconds. To figure this
out. This is Chase's creative story. I don't want to put my take on it.
Well, what's your take? What's your take in general then?
I'm just trying to think of some other way of this happening at the end.
Well, I'm more hinting towards he killed himself because he went insane. He's in a room with nothing else but a computer and a bed.
She like locked him in the room.
More or less.
But she's a serial killer who only kills girls.
That never defines that. That's just the next murder victim.
No, that's true. It never says it's a girl. It's just it says another girl. So
she could be killing multiple people.
I guess they're always found with a bloody mask, stab wounds, and a red eye.
Yeah,
would define the serial killer mark on that.
Yeah.
Didn't even no action. He never took this girl out on dates and shit.
No, like I said, it gets straight to it. He wakes up in a room and all his belongings are gone. There's blood and gore everywhere.
So was it his room that she stuck?
Yeah.
Just some random room?
All his belongings were gone. I guess, yeah. I mean,
It was a room.
like a short
That's all you have to
story.
know.
It doesn't need to be more than that.
You accept that it's a room and then you move on.
Yeah, that's true.
What do you think, John? I need to hear your opinion.
I'll give it a Patreon $1 out of 10.
Yay! That's a whole $1, bro. Someone might like it. I mean,
Yeah. Hey, you can't discount.
It's John's turn.
Oh, okay. I haven't rehearsed it yet, so.
I never heard. I just cold as hell on that one.
Yeah, let me get in here.
I mean, did I do it good though? I mean, I did articulate everything. I mean, like shit.
Well, I understood what you were saying, so.
Yeah. Was my pace too fast? Was it too slow?
You know, I'd have to re-listen to it again to even give you those types of critiques. I was just in the moment, so.
Oh, good. So was I, and I was happy.
Yeah. All right. Let me go ahead and moisten my throat here. La 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 la. Oh. Oh. I got my dog to whine.
Look what you started.
Okay. Hello.
Hello?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Sorry, my dog is here.
Ah. Excellent.
Charlie Rogers. Hello.
Charlie Rogers.
He's got things to say.
Yeah, it's his scary story time.
It is.
He went to bed with no treats.
Wink.
Hear that? Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Charlie Rogers.
Oh, chili sauce. It was chili.
Cheery.
Charlie Rogers. Hello.
Terrible joke.
Rawr, rawr. You can get the bad people. Yeah, he's a vicious dog, so everybody be afraid of him.
Terrified. Spooky, spooky, spooky. Huh?
Come on, buddy. Come on. Rawr. Yep. Come on. Come on. Yep. Come on, bud. All right.
If Dracula was a furry, what would his name be?
So all these Dracula jokes.
Dracula was a furry.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nosferatu.
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 Oh, Nosferatu. Man, fuck you.
Terrible puns.
All right. So I hope everybody enjoyed Jolly Rogers joining the stream for a moment.
The most
And I do have a story. I do have a story that I wrote, and I have not really proofread it. I don't know. We'll see. But you know what? Sharing stories is fun. So
Yeah.
here we go. I don't have a name for it. I will call the story. I don't have a fun like a Tales of the Crypt pun name for it. I wish I did. So I'm not gonna name it yet. Some because you know what, this could be an anthology. So I'll figure out a name once I get that on top. This is the first of the series potentially.
Okay.
All right.
Like, you putting that much thought ahead into it.
No,
Well, you want to make more of it.
I don't know.
Okay.
All right.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay. Eric has been succeeding in life, climbing the corporate ladder. He has been working at Amplicorp for several years now and has enjoyed a friendly but professional bond with his boss, Mr. Smith. Eric gets ready for work as always. Fresh, ironed, button-up shirt and a clean shave. Today is his performance review day. As he brushes his teeth, Eric imagines how his performance review will go. Eric, you've been a valuable asset to this company for years now. Your metrics are virtually always peak among your peers. As you know, we will be building a new information security department to assist with the growing needs of this company. And I think you are the man to run that team. This will naturally come along with an increased pay and benefits. Eric finished brushing his teeth and smirked at his imagined scenario as he rinsed his toothbrush. Today will be a big day, he thought. An important day, even. He had no idea how right he was. Eric takes a seat at his desk and begins his routine by checking his work emails and schedule, as always. That's strange, Eric thought. I know I had a meeting with Mr. Smith at 9:30 today. The 9:30 slot on the schedule was empty. Eric checked the rest of the day's schedule. Empty. He checked the rest of the week. Empty. The month. Empty. No explanations in the emails. Nothing from Mr. Smith. Eric's mind starts to race in confusion as a sense of dread grasps his heart. Is he not getting a promotion? Could he be getting demoted? Will he be fired? Calm down, Eric, he assures himself quietly. That's not how they would fire you. I'll call Mr. Smith at 9:15 to confirm the meeting. Eric looks at the clock on the wall. 8:12. Eric keeps himself busy with his daily tasks, double-checking paperwork and filing it appropriately. He checks the clock nervously every so often. 8:21. File and check. 8:39. Check and file. 8:44. Eric picks up the handset phone and prepares to call Mr. Smith's office when... Mr. Murphy. Eric drops the phone, startled. Oh, yes? Eric turns his desk chair around to look up to the voice behind him. A man in a dark blue jacket and round-rimmed sunglasses, lumbers over him. The badge on the man's chest catches a packet of light and reflects it into Eric's eye for a moment. Oh, Saul, you scared me. Saul is the office security guard, a nice enough fellow, Though they've never been particularly friendly, Eric and Saul often greet each other in passing with a smile. Come with me, Mr. Murphy. Oh, right. Shall I bring anything? Saul shakes his head no, slowly and briefly. Eric walks with Saul through the corridors of the office building. Cool shades, Saul. The fluorescent lights do get pretty oppressive, Saul continues to walk silently. I've told you before, you can call me Eric. You haven't called me Mr. Murphy for a while. Saul continues to walk silently. Where are we going, Saul? Saul continues walking silently for a moment longer and stops abruptly. Please, go ahead, Mr. Murphy. He gestures to the office door. Oh, Mr. Smith's office. Yeah, we had a meeting. Eric grins to Saul. Shoot, I would have brought my notepad, Saul, you jerk. Saul stands without expression. Eric feels a moment of elation. I get it now. This is all a big weird joke, he thinks to himself. They want me to feel uncomfortable, like I'm going to be in trouble. Then right before the end, everyone busts into the office with cake and noisemakers, and they yell, "Congratulations!" Eric opens the door to Mr. Smith's office, walks in, and shuts the door behind him. He turns toward Mr. Smith, and his excited face turns to one of bewilderment. A stranger sits at Mr. Smith's desk. Not just a stranger, but a strange-looking person. A face of vaguely feminine, but grotesquely misproportioned features. Only a dozen or so black hairs atop her round, lumpy face. Both eyes were bulging from her visage, her right one more so. Her lower lip drooping so much that her purplish gums are almost always visible. Eric glances around the office. The shelves are empty. None of Mr. Smith's family pictures or trophies or those cool Goku statuettes. None of Mr. Smith's certificates or motivational posters are on the wall. He approaches the desk. Sit! The strange woman commands. Eric pulls a seat out and puts his butt in it. The chair was comfortable and familiar. He reflexively went to place his notepad on the desk and remembered again that he didn't bring it. Sorry, I should have brought my notepad. The woman stares at him intently, with dark irises and yellow sclera. Eric extends his hand, inviting a handshake. Hello, my name is Eric Murphy. Nice to meet you. Eric Murphy. Your performance review is ready. It's Eric. The H is silent. Eric places wrists at the edge of the desk, keeping an upright posture. Eric Murphy, employed with Amplicourt for over 5 years. Eric Murphy is a valuable asset to the company. Oh, well, I recommend Eric Murphy for a... The strange creature presses her larger eye towards the document in front of her. Eric, bewildered but eager for validation, awaits the bizarre boss to utter the word that will determine his future. Demotion. Eric's heart dropped. Demotion? Yes. Demotion. Yes. Excuse me. May I ask, where is Mr. Smith? He has been transferred to another department. Oh, which one? A brief chilling moment of silence passed. The transferring horde. Eric thought he'd better not ask what that means. Crestfallen, confused, and keen to leave the considerably creepy confrontation, he decides to accept his fate without asking for more feedback. I see. Well, I'm sorry to be demoted. I should get to work right away. What will my new duties be? He will take you to your new desk. She points back past the wall where Saul was last waiting outside the room. Ah, very good then, Eric exhales. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name, Ms. The peculiar woman looks up to him and cockeyed and proclaims, Yes, very nice to meet you, Miss Agarwell. Eric leaves the room and looks towards Saul, who is staring blankly at the wall. Saul, I'm told you'll be taking me to my new desk. Yes, Mr. Murphy. This way. They begin walking through the hallways again. Eric decides to take note of his surroundings rather than attempt idle chit-chat with Saul this time. He doesn't notice any of his coworkers in their offices and workspaces. He looks at the clock. 9:15. Well, maybe they're just on break. He and his escort arrive at his new desk, exactly identical and in the same location as his previous desk. He logs into his computer and begins his task, double-checking paperwork and filing it appropriately. For weeks, Eric returned to work, doing his same old job, seemingly demoted. Though he was concerned for his coworkers, he had assumed that they had all been transferred to the transferring team, or whatever Miss Agarlipton said. His concerns slowly faded as he performed the same tasks. After a couple of months of performing the same duties day in and day out, he began to wonder. Here he had been double-checking and filing all of this paperwork, but who's been submitting it while there was been no one other than no one other than him in the office other than himself, Saul, and Miss Ozymandias. As he thought of his old coworkers, he even began to miss them. One day, he decided to get to the bottom of everything. He marched right through the hallways, knocked on Miss Agamemnon Champ's office door, and let himself in. The crusty blob slinked upward in her seat and hunched her torso onto the desk. What do you desire? Eric slammed his hands on the desk. Miss Agamemnon Champ? I want answers. Where is everyone really? What has Amplicord become? And just who are you anyway? The fogey gazed at Eric intently with her large eye, then her small eye. She pulled back the sleeve on her left arm. She extended her arm and said, Here. You want me to shake your hand? No. Here. She looks at the crease in her arm. Nestled in her elbow pit lie a bulbous, hairy purple mole. Rub this, and you may have what you desire. What? Eric gulped and slowly reached out with his index finger and touched the lump as he closed his eye. He held it there for a few seconds. Nothing happened. Rub it. Eric moved his finger over the mole in circular motions. Harder. He pushed in a bit harder and could feel it move around like a little hairy pecan in a bowl of jelly. More. Eric grasped it between his finger and thumb and began to twist it gently. Then harder. Then harder. Yes. Yeah. Go now. But, go. Eric felt used. He would have had the mind to report this to the HR department, if only there still were one. He opened the office door and left the hag to herself. Suddenly, flashing lights, electronic dance music, a bonfire. It was nighttime, and Eric was in a canyon full of people wearing animal masks, cloaked hoods, and furry boots. They were dancing around the fire and chanting and dropping ecstasy and getting really hammered on fruity-flavored cocktails. One of the partygoers approached Eric. A familiar voice said through a lion's mask, Eric, you're finally here. Mr. Smith, I can't believe it's you. Yes, he said. We're all here. Come with me. Mr. Smith led Eric through the crowd. You've been doing an excellent job while we were here. A tremendous job. Thank you, Mr. Smith. I owe my work ethic to your outstanding leadership. The two walked onto a stage. Two DJs behind the turntables. They mixed into a new song. Go ahead and lay here, Eric. Mr. Smith gestured to a rectangular stone platform. The platform was adorned with a pattern of grooves that spiraled down the front of the stage. Well, my back is a bit sore. Maybe a little stretch would help. Eric lay himself atop the platform and stretched his arm past his head. His upper back let out a pleasing crack. That's better. Yes, haha. Suddenly, to the surprise of no one, except poor Eric, a group of hooded figures held him down by his arms and legs. Hey, stop it now. I'd like to get off now, please. I'd like to get off. As Eric continued to plead, Mr. Smith unsheathed an ornately decorated dagger and proclaimed to the sky, "Oh, Lord! Accept this offering and bring your dark reign back to this dreadful world." The dagger pierced through Eric's heart as he let out a terrified scream. His blood ran down the altar. To be continued.
That was really good, John.
Damn.
That was most impressive.
Yes.
I look like a kindergarten compared to you. What the fuck? You set me up. Just kidding. But that was really good.
Well, I'm glad you liked
acting into it.
No, I liked the way you read it too. It was really good. Very solid story.
Didn't practice it my ass.
I mean, I practiced it in my mind the whole time. Shout outs to Ring In, our favorite teacher, composition. She's dead now. Rest in peace. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
All right. Hey, guess what time it is?
What time is it?
It's time for the end of the show.
Time for the end of the show! I think it was a good show.
I like that show.
It was good. I like it.
Any final words, boys?
Keep it tight, y'all.
Keep it tight.
Go.
Peace, love, and chicken grease. Keep it real. Hey, Jiggly stole it from the past, so.
Did he?
Yeah.
The past with John Leguizamo?
Yeah, he'd say peace, love, and chicken grease.
He sure did. He sure did. All right. Hey, anybody that's enjoying the show, make sure that you like, subscribe, follow us on Twitch.
Yeah.
Twitch.tv/GeKiANi. Follow us on YouTube. GeKiANi. Give us a sub on YouTube. Give us a follow on Twitch.
Yeah, we're gonna have great conversations like this forever.
Forever until we die.
It's gonna cast until we die.
So if you want to keep hearing more of this, give a thumbs up. And if you don't want to hear any more of it, give a thumbs down.
Yeah, I'm okay with this.
Do it.
At least we
give
know
a thumbs down.
And
put a comment on there and tell us why and tell us we're faggots.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Call us faggots.
You can't call me that.
You can't cry now. We're at the end.
I know.
Yep, we're at the end. All right, good night, everybody.
Not everybody.